Hey guys, so welcome to Let's Play Star Wars Battlefront, Episode 4. My name's Chris, and I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is this Let's Play is still going on, and I have no intention to stop it unless someone tells me it sucks. And even then I might keep going. But the bad news is, I may or may not have forgotten to actually record the commentary while I was recording the gameplay. So this is all post-game commentary. And I don't really remember what I was talking about in the slightest, so we're just going to kind of wing it here.
Prevent the Separatists from leaving the surface, we must. Concentrate all firepower on the remaining Techno-Union ships. The rest of your units to the Great Spider Assembly.
Okay, so I do remember saying something about how that did not sound even a little bit like Yoda really did. I mean, this is obviously a game and not the movies, so it makes sense to me, anyway, that it would have a smaller budget and they wouldn't have Frank Oz to do the dialogue. You know, just for a few short little scenes, there'd be no point in that. So, you know, I just wish they could have gotten someone to do a better voice of Yoda. But this is the Battle of Geonosis. Separatist army is amassing on Geonosis, destroy them before they escape, destroy the Techno-Union ships, and Master Windu will aid you in this battle. Master Windu, of course, being one of the Jedi, so he'll basically be like Count Dooku was in the last episode, going around and just chopping up things and being virtually impossible to kill. Now, another thing to point out is last episode we were still playing as the Trade Federation or the Separatist. Now we are the Republic. We are playing as the Clone Army, and yeah, we get gunships.
Jedi have amassed a huge army.
That doesn't seem possible. How could the Jedi come up with an army so quickly?
We must send all available droids into battle.
There are too many.
I remember this movie being really, really awesome when I saw it back in 2002. But now it's just kind of like, oh, it's just a bunch of flashy explosions and really bad CGI. It's just, I don't know. I really don't care for the prequels. It's like Lucas decided, hey, I have a lot of money now. I'm just going to spend it on computers that were cutting edge for the time, but really, really just, it doesn't look all that good. It's still flashy, it's still pretty, it's still fun, I guess. But is it a good movie? I don't know. So here I just decided I'm going to be a pilot and try to remember what button tells people to get in my ship. And I finally found it. And I sat here just waiting for more guys to jump in, but no one was coming, so I tried to take off. Here in a second. Maybe. Come on, no one wants to fly with you. Okay, so I take off and the controls are really weird. They're not like the normal starfighters. It drives a bit more like one of the tanks on the ground, which really, really threw me off. And I think here in a second I stop and I go to the options and I'm trying to go in and change it, and you know, I think my biggest problem was the controls weren't inverted. Now, I don't normally play with inverted controls unless it's like a plane or a starship in this case, or anything like that, because to me it just makes more sense. If you're in a plane, the controls are kind of inverted, but if you're on the ground, they're not, because there's just a clear difference to me that makes sense. But, right there, the battle's starting off badly already. We're already losing stuff. We're losing reinforcements. Yeah, I couldn't find it because I guess this counts as a different class entirely, and there's no option for it, at least none that I could find. So I'm flying around here, and I'm trying to take down these Techno-Union ships, which you'll notice in the cutscene blew up with like 1 or 2 missiles. Here, it's taking a fair bit more. And my thinking with this, you can see on the mini-map there in the bottom left, each one of these counts as a spawn point. And of course, the way Battlefront works, it's the same as Battlefield. If you control a majority of the command points, or the spawn points, or whatever you want to call them, if you control the majority of them, then you will basically... The other team's tickets, the numbers up there, their total reinforcements, will just start ticking down. And so if they have these 3 ships back here and no one ever goes and blows them up, then of course they're going to have a little advantage over us the whole game. Now our side has the 2 tanks, the ATTEs, or yeah, ATTE. So they count as mobile spawn points too, but these you can pilot and shoot. And, you know, just go around and wreck shit, basically. But you can see they took one of ours down, so we're in bad shape until it respawns. They do respawn. The big ships that, like, we just blew one up of before. That's a weird sentence. But yeah, one of those Techno Union ships from before. It does not respawn. Now here I figure, okay, I'm going to chase this thing down, because it seems when I hit it, it does some good damage. Unfortunately, I suck. So things end badly. I go chasing it. This ship flies really weird and it hits the ground all the time. And then, look at this. It runs me over. That's just 2 giant, thin little wheels, yet it somehow runs over a ship. I don't get it. What I do get is an ATT. So I started just walking around with this tank and okay, I can work with this. We're talking big guns. And it's just a it's more straightforward, I guess. So with piloting a transport ship, you're actually supposed to be doing something. With this, I'm just killing stuff, you know? And as long as I stay alive, which I plan to do, my team still gets an extra spawn point, and all I have to do is go and take out theirs. And the battle will totally turn. Unfortunately, right now we are down by about 20 kills, because we are the green bar. So it's 174 to 193 right now. And early on I noticed, and I seem to remember every single time that you play this battle, or that I played this battle, you know, over the years, starting out, the Republic side just always seems to have a really rough time starting out. And I think it's because of those Techno Union ships back there, which we're going after. And because they start out, they're basically just 3 free spawn points. And they just have to not get blown up, and, you know, the Republic will start bleeding tickets. Well, that sounds a little unfair. But like I said, when you blow them up, they don't respawn, whereas the Republic's ATTs will respawn. So it balances out in a way where, even though it looks really bad for the Republic early on, it can totally change very quickly. And like now they're down to just 1 more Techno Union ship, and I don't plan on letting them keep it, so making my way around slowly but surely to take it out. And speaking of slowly but surely, am I the only one that was ever bothered by the fact that big, giant, scary things in Star Wars walk around? I get that that makes sense in other walkers, but they're so slow. Put them on like tank treads or something, and, you know, roll around quickly. Huh, that was weird. Anyone else hear that? No idea what that was.
They're losing reinforcements.
Oh well. Yeah, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This concept of, let's make big tanks with all these guns and make them, you know, that would cost so much to build, like huge weapons of death destruction, and make them have to walk everywhere. Like, they're not really that all-terrain, you know? If it's something where walking is difficult, then it's not going to be going very far. Now here I decide that I'm tired of the enemy having the spire, so I just hop out and walk around, and I wish that guy would stop shooting that turret. God. Now this gun's pretty cool. You charge it up, and then it just fires one really big burst. Oh, and this table's really neat too. But I wish that, like, as you destroyed the ships, they would disappear. I think that'd be really cool. Or maybe the transports fly around or something. Because otherwise it's just standing there and it looks like you could use it to get an idea of what's going on. But then when you look at your mini-map, it doesn't match at all. So we captured the spire here. And in that hangar, normally, I don't know if they do in the single player, but normally little ships of theirs will spawn, Geonosian ships or something. So that's, if I'm playing as the Separatists, I'll always start there, jump into one of those and try to take out the enemy transports before they can arrive. Normally with mixed results. And I say normally when I play, like I play this a lot. I don't. This is the first time I played it in years. And so it's... No, this makes me good. But it's... You know, it's a fun game, and I would like to play it again. You know, get some friends together, hook up System Link, that sort of thing. But it's just... I don't know. I think I'm one of the few people that still owns this game. That still plays this game, or at least, you know, anyone around here. And you can't play it online anymore. Maybe you can on PC? I don't know. As a general rule, anything I say, unless it's specifically a PC game, I'm talking about the Xbox or the PlayStation version or something like that. Yeah, so the original Xbox Live has been taken down, you know, that was several years ago. And that's fine, I get it, you know, you'd be happy to pay to keep the servers up and all that with fewer and fewer people playing. It doesn't make sense to keep it up. But at the same time, it just sort of sucks, you know, that you can't play some of these games online. And there's no other way around it other than System. Or you buy the computer version.
Enemy forces have captured.
But here we are, we're about to win. 81 to 87. Big change. And I think I go and I try to capture this last one, just because I'm tired of walking around with my big tank. And it takes me a minute to find the way in, because it's a crashed ship. But there's only like one hole on the side that you can actually get into, which makes it really, really awkward. Now the enemy's down to 1. I don't know if I actually capture this or if they kill the guy first.
We've lost the spire. We've captured a command post.
Well, he's clearly in the spire because he just took it, or he's in the process of taking it. But of course, you can see on the map all these units are just running around all over the place, not going towards it. The AI is not exactly the most brilliant.
Forces have captured the spire. We've captured a command post.
So I decide to make my way, thinking, well, if you want a job done right, you've got to do it yourself. But now you can see everyone's rushing that way. Except for that guy, who decides to jump inside the ship. So I decide to, too. Why not? And right as I start to take off, we win. And that was episode 4 of Let's Play Star Wars Battlefront. I ended up getting 33 kills, only 2 deaths, 5 captures. And overall, I mean, I'm happy with the game, aside from the not recording the audio thing. Anyway, I'll see you guys for episode 5 of Let's Play Star Wars Battlefront, whenever that's uploaded. See you then.